If you're writing a book, I want you to stop writing and get yourself to a bookstore ASAP. Hi there, Jodi Brandon of Jodi Brandon Editorial. I work with creative entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, bloggers, and small business owners who want to use a book as a marketing tool to serve their business. And today we are talking all about checking out your competition by going to the bookstore. Now you probably think it's strange that as a writing coach and book editor, I'm telling you to stop writing and go take a field trip to the bookstore, which probably sounds like more fun than anything, right? But there's so much research you can do there. You have to know as a writer what competitive titles are out there. Who is your competition? Just like in your business, you need to know who they are and what they're doing. Same is true with a book. You need to know what books are out there that are similar to yours and how are they structured? What do they look like? What do they include? So if you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I have talked about a book positioning study many a time. And I will link below a couple other videos where you can check out some information on that. But it's basically a competitive analysis. It tells you what are the other books out there that are similar to mine, how many pages are they, what kind of things do they include? Do they all have a resources section, for example? Do they all have a foreword written by somebody else? Do they all have photos and captions? Do they all fall into the 150 to 160 page range, or are they all over the place? These are the sorts of things that will tell you where your book should be. So if all of the books that you think are similar to yours are in the 200 page range, then you shouldn't be writing a book that's 350 pages, because people that are looking for books like yours aren't reading that much. They're looking for 200 page range books. You also shouldn't be writing a 100 page book, because then they'll think, maybe she doesn't know what she's talking about, because look how short this book is compared to all of these other ones. So you've got to find that sweet spot, but that sweet spot is built around what the competition is doing. So going to the bookstore helps you. You can do a lot of this on Amazon, don't get me wrong, but there's something about going to the bookstore and physically picking up the books and helping you create that vision in your mind of yourself holding a finished book. It's a lot easier to do that when you're actually holding finished books than when you're scrolling on Amazon for page counts and things like that. You can also get a good idea of trim size, which is something I know a lot of people struggle with when I say, what do you think your trim size is going to be? 5x8, 6x9, something not as standard. And a lot of people can't figure out what that is in their mind. What size book is that actually? Until they actually hold a book or see a book that is 5x8 versus 6x9 versus 6x6 or 8x11 or 12x12, all of those other formats that you can choose from. So going to the bookstore really helps in that regard as well, which is something that you can't get that from Amazon. Now, if you have a good library, a public library that has a lot of a good business section, you might be able to do this at a library as well as a bookstore. But the bookstore, the bookstore is a fun place for us book folks. So that's why I say get out of your office or your writing space, wherever you're writing, go to the bookstore, do this research, check out your competition so you can figure out how your book is going to fit in. And then, I'm sorry to say, get out of the bookstore, get back to your office, get your butt back in your chair, and get back to writing your book. If you have any questions about the competitive analysis and the book positioning study, please leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.